Hello everyone, today in this video we'll fight against the atmosphere character of our world around us, and today I would like to give some advice to people who recommend some biographies of the most famous German Chancellor Adolf H, because many of them recommend the biography of the famous Chancellor authored by Mr. Alan Bullock, British historian who was also social democrat and chair of some committees of training teachers and so on. Yeah, someone can say that I'm biased because everyone who is connected with organizations related to teachers and social democratic organizations is the person who has some point of view, of course. And that is why I never read the famous biography of Mr. Adolf H by Alan Bullock. I mean the book entitled Hitler: The Study of Tyranny, and I think I will not read it because somehow people who have really lifelong devotion to social democratic ideas, which is actually one big oxymoron, like Christian democracy, like social democracy. These are two elements in contradictions: socialism and democracy, and Christianity of democracy. It simply doesn't go together because these are two opposite concepts of organizing the human society. But okay, so if such a person has lifelong commitment to such movements, which names are nothing more than oxymoron, I don't think that their historical analysis of such important historical figures are worth much. So instead of reading the book Study of Tyranny by Mr. Alan Bullock, as a biography and books introducing us to the world of the most famous German chancellor, the failed Austrian painter, as we can call it, I can recommend, first of all, books of David Irving, especially his famous book, which was published in 1977, Hitler's War. Also, his following books are really good, like biographies of other National Socialistic dignitaries. The strongest part of the works of David Irving is the military related approach. Here we have really good lecture on the military history of Second World War and so on the European theater, of course, and North African. There is also a biography of Rommel and so on and so on. But first of all, I would recommend you to start with the Hitler's War, later, of course, Goebbels' War, and so on and so on. Later, I really advise you to read the book which was written by Mr. William Shirer, who was the witness of all political events in Germany up to December 1941, when, as an American citizen, he had to leave Germany because Germany declared war on the United States. So he was the witness of the large part of times of National Socialistic regime, and his famous rise and fall of Nazi Germany is still, I think, classics monography on the entire history of National Socialistic Germany. I also recommend some books written by the participants of the Second World War on the German side. Here, definitely the best one is Mr. Leon Degrelle, a conservative Belgian politician in the interwar period. Later, he collaborated with Germany, served in German military units, including Waffen-SS Wallonian Grenadier Division. He was later the leader of it, and he wrote his memories from the Eastern Front. I mentioned it more than 2 years ago on this channel, gave my review, and he also wrote a very thick book, The Age of Hitler, and there are 2 volumes published, worth reading, because we have there the view of intellectual person who devoted himself to this movement and later was not afraid to speak loudly after Second World War. And so I think that there are many books that can easily compete with the famous biography of Mr. Chancellor written by Bullock. There is also a 1-volume huge biography of famous Chancellor by American historian John Toland that one can also read if one wants to have 1-volume biography. That is why there are many good competitive books about the famous German Chancellor that biography of famous Chancellor by Mr. Alan Bullock can be simply put back on a shelf and never read again. All the best, have a nice day, bye.